Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hardcore. We are officially in a post-dragon fight world. We did it. We defeated the Ender Dragon and of course became the main character of this world naturally, which is very important for these villagers to earn some respect around here. Right, Athena? Correct? Yes. They look at me now. It's great. So much better, to be honest. Just because we have defeated the Ender Dragon does not mean that we are finished in this world. Oh no, there is much to do. Much to do. We have so much building to complete and so many endgame quests to conquer. So we're going to get started on some of those later game projects today. First we're going to sleep though, up on the wall, because I haven't built my house yet. I'll get to it, I will. So I think we should start this episode by getting a little bit organized, because let's be honest, I'm not the most organized in this world. I'm a little, it's a bit much. This is the signpost that I made first when we started out, so that I could kind of get organized, set some goals for myself. But we've done most of these now. We've done that one. We've done that one. Yeah, we've done that one. We did that one. We didn't do that one, but we don't have any nitwits at the minute, so I'll leave it up. And yeah, now we have a pretty much blank board. So we have new goals. Okay, so here is my list of brand new goals. First, obtain an elytra. Make use of ender chests. Finish the wall defense. Healing stations for villagers. Nitwit nomad camp. That's just kind of a decoration. Sugarcane and animal farms. Build my castle. And fight in a level 5+ raid in our village. I'm not sure what the max is, but I think it might be around level 5. We will find out in this series because we are going to do it. Now, first on this list that is very important is obtain an elytra. We have not yet gone to find any end cities in this world, and I think that we should do that today. So I'm gonna get all of my stuff ready, I guess. I'm gonna take a potion of slow falling for starting out, and then one of the main things we're just gonna need after that is a lot of blocks. A lot of blocks. I'm gonna use some stone because we can just sort of mine. But yeah, we're gonna need a lot. Normally I'd be like, ooh, don't want to take my valuables, but if we die, we're dead. So we could just take whatever we want. Right, Florence? Worst case scenario, I just lived my entire world. That's terrifying. We gotta be careful. I have faith in us, though. I think we'll do it just fine. I'm gonna take a whole bunch, well, not too much, but that much stone with me. I've got my pickaxe on me. Yeah. I think this is good. Is this all we need? Yeah, this is all we need because I'll pick up an ender chest while I'm in there. Oh, I should take some rockets! Of course, some rockets! Silly. Oi! No, Florence. No, inside. Stay inside. Don't hang out around that door, okay? It's dangerous. Dangerous, you hear me? Unfortunately, with the gunpowder, I could only make 18 flight duration 1 rockets. So, I'm gonna stay up late on my wall tonight and shoot down a few creepers just to get a little bit extra. I'd like to go in with at least half a stack just so that I can fly around once I'm in there. All we gotta do now is wait for the sun to set. Ooh, it's getting dangerous out here. Hello. No, thank you. I got him. That's fine. It's all good. Look at me go. Come on, creeper. Nailed it. Don't know if that one dropped the entity, though, so I do have to go check. Oop. Hello there. No, thank you. Oh, it did. Yes. And another one. Okay. Perfect. If I want this to be sustainable, I'll probably have to create some sort of farm where I can get gunpowder, but for right now, this is fine. There we go. 36 firework rockets. That'll be enough to get me started at the very least. All there is to do now is head into the nether and over to the end. Alrighty, back in I go. And right over here is a portal. Look at that. I'm not going to try to pearl through. That seems a bit risky. I'm instead just going to very calmly staircase up and use a trapdoor. Alright, we just place a trapdoor and then bam. We are now crawling and we can just crawl directly into this portal. Whew. Remote getaway? Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I didn't pearl that. That would be so risky. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to take the coordinates of this spot just by screenshotting them. And then we are off on an adventure. As usual, the trickiest part of this entire adventure is just all of the bridging. Once we have elytra, this gets a lot easier, but for right now, we're gonna just suffer it out and very carefully bridge across. Alrighty, the End Barrens. Well, I suppose I should pick up a little bit of this. I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily want to farm it right away, but getting a little bit of it definitely wouldn't hurt to be able to farm it if I want to. Just gotta shoot down some flowers and we can plant these back at home. The only reason I would really farm the chorus fruit is for end rods, because I also have the really easy access to blaze, but honestly I'm not really using end rods for a whole lot right now. Hey, this is pretty lucky though. Look at this big island. Okay, I like it. I can work with this for sure. There is a little gap, but it's fine. I think this is our best bet. So far, just lots and lots of barren cheese land. A little sad about it, but it's fine. I'm making it work. Making the best of it. See, this is where it gets tricky because that's a big gap to get over there. This is a shorter one, but I don't know if this island actually goes anywhere. Or should I go over that way? I don't know. Okay, that took a while, but we got the job done. And now there's more nothingness. It's fine though, the Endermen are friendly. The local people here are great. We keep walking. Oh, is that something up there? Wait, it must be so tiny. Wait, oh no, it's getting bigger. Okay, I could only see the bottom and I was like, oh my gosh, no. No, please no. Look at it. Oh boy, it's an end city. Oh, I just made an Enderman mad. My bad. I was just trying to get a screenshot. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I did not mean it. I'm so sorry. Okay. So in order to take screenshots in the end where you face the thing, you have to put up a wall because the Endermen don't like being looked at. Right. Perfect. Here we go. Isn't it so epic? I'm excited. Okay. Let's go. Woo! Nailed it. I got sick of bridging. I'm just gonna walk from here. Oh, hey, look! There's a portal home right next to it. That's actually perfect. Now I just have to try not to fall off the edge. Okay, End City. Oh, it's so pretty from here. All right, little shulkers. Open up. There we go. Look at that, our first shulker shells. The city at the end of the game. All right, speaking of the city at the end of the game, let's defeat it. The worst things about these is the parkour, because, well, I am a builder and not a... What is happening? Oh, I'm hitting my head. That's rude. I'm not a parkour genius, if you can't tell. Okay, so this is the Room of Danger already. It's a little soon for the Room of Danger, to be honest. I'm not mentally prepared. All right, there we go. Yep, perfect. We're floating upwards. It's all good. If we get low, I'm gonna eat a golden apple, but for now, we're all good. This is very high up. This is very high. Excuse me? We're going very high. Is there anything even up here? Oh, I just shot myself. That was rude of me. Okay, I hope there's a chest up here. Oh, thank goodness there is. Okay. We're fine. We're all good. We're good now. I'm gonna put up my shield. I'd like to have my feet touch the ground, please. There we go. All right, so honestly, that's probably the worst of it. Ooh, look at this. Diamond horse armor, diamond pickaxe. Look at that loot. Diamonds. Oh my gosh. Curse of Vanishing doesn't even matter. If I die, I die. It doesn't matter about a curse. So this is kind of a lot to handle, to be honest. Okay, there we go. Nailed it. Right, I would like to stop getting knocked around now, please. Oi! No. No more. No more, please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. Thank you, though. Excuse me, you're being very rude. Please stop. Thank you. Okay. Evidently, we are going higher. I didn't really want this, but that's okay. And right over here is the ship. This, my friends, is where the elytra lives. I want the elytra quite badly. Okay, and here we are. Perfect. Let me in, please. Okay, here we go. Potions of instant health. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. And 1 shulker. Guarding the prize. No, thank you. Here are the elytra. And some amazing loot next to it. Look at all the gold. Fortune shovel. Whoa. Oh my gosh, look at these iron leggings. I'm gonna give those to a villager. I think they'd like it. And finally, sky's the limit. Look at those elytra. Now, I didn't bring an anvil and mending and unbreaking for it, so for right now we're gonna have to be a little conservative with it, but as you know, we do have the books for that, so it's all good. We'll get there in the end. Of course, I do also want this amazing dragon head, please. Whoop! I feel like we can't have that. That might be a goner. You know what? I will jump down and just see. I think it fell directly into the void. I did. It did. It fell directly into the void. Why am I like this? And of course, I do have to take a flight in my brand new elytra. Woo! Look at us go! Oh, it's epic. I also have slow falling on right now, so that's a lot to handle, but wowie! This is so much fun. This is gonna be so much easier. Right, okay, we have to look at these bigger buildings here and see if there's anything in there that we can have. Slow falling is a lot to handle. Oh boy, can I land, please? Thank you. Okay, yes, there are chests in here, and look at that, an ender chest. That is exactly what I needed. I do, of course, take a lot of damage now, so I'm going to take off my elytra and put back on my chest plate just for these pesky little things. And then I am going to fill all of my extra diamonds that I don't need anymore directly into here. Perfect. I can use my silk touch to break that really quickly, and oh my gosh. See, there is just no need. There's no need. No thank you. I'm okay. Look at that. I'm up to 6 shulker cells, which is 3 shulker boxes. That's pretty good. Okay, I feel like although I didn't get all the shulkers, I did very, very good on this mission. And we can come back here anytime because there is a portal around. So that, my friends, has been a very successful end trip. We got an elytra, we bridged out, we got an ender chest. I feel really good about that. Of course, the only thing to do now is to head on home. And that is gonna happen right in this portal here. Please don't kill me. Oh, okay. All right, that was graceful. Alrighty, I think we can call that a success. I'm gonna jump back through this portal in the middle now and go back to my spawn point. There's obviously still a lot to do in the end and lots more resources to collect, but for today, I'm pretty happy with our progress. Oh, and it is raining. What a sight to come home to, but look at that Dragon Mountain. I love it. We're gonna catch a quick nap on the beach over here, and then we're gonna do our first flight over our hardcore base. I'm excited. The rain is gone. There's our base. Let's do it. Let's fly out towards Mount Dragon. Yes! This is exactly what I wanted. Look at this. Oh, we could decorate this area a bit more. Look at this big pool right here. Oh my goodness. We can see the forest like we've never seen before. And look at our castle. Ah, isn't it just the best? It is so incredibly beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love it. We have our wings. I'm so proud of this build, even more so now that I'm kind of seeing it in full now with flight. Of course, just because we have flight doesn't mean we're going to be flying absolutely everywhere now. We're still going to walk around all of our pretty paths down here, but it's really cool to get a bird's eye view of all of this hard work. Wowie. Now the elytra are going to come back off, and my chest plate goes back on until we can get mending and unbreaking on it. Honestly, I might already have mending ready in here. Yeah, I do. I already have mending. Do I have unbreaking? I don't have Unbreaking. I imagine that's not going to be too hard to get, though. Of course, I do want to make use of these ender chests. I think we can put one kind of in the center, but I also want one in my storage room and just on different places around the base so that we can always access the things in here. And I think we'll probably store some shulker boxes in here. Let's actually make a few shulker boxes. There we go, 3 shulker boxes. These are going to speed up my building so much. I can put wood in one and then stone in another. Ah, I'm so excited. I think that's the thing I might be most excited about, to be honest. And Totem of Undying goes back in hand. All is well in the world. Of course, because I am me, I am going to dye my shulker boxes. We're going to have a green one and also a pink one. We'll color code them for what's in them eventually. Okay, now listen. I love game progression and massive goals just as much as the next person. But there's something else that I also really love. Building. I really, really love building. And I have some goals for myself today that really have nothing to do with progression in the game nor progression of the castle. I kind of want to decorate. I have some areas that I use relatively often and I just kind of like them to look really pretty. Is that too much to ask for? Our castle looks beautiful, and walking around it from the outside, I really love the amount of effort that's gone into not just the castle itself, but also the outskirts. However, we have some areas over here that, you know, they're not really camera ready. This looks good. This is fine. It's simple, but it's fine. This is just awkward. Like, what is all this? I feel like we should do something about it. This mining area is super useful. This is where I enter the nether. This is where I sort all of my stone and lovely materials that I need. This is in general a very important area for me. So we're gonna decorate it. Naturally, of course. I have brought my newly acquired shulker boxes full of materials and it's time to get to work. There are a lot of things that I think could really sort of polish off this area, but I want it to look like a really busy kind of mining area. So I'm gonna go ahead and sort of build just up these little kind of huts that'll be really tiny and for the most part non-functional and just aesthetic, but still I think they'll finish off the area very nicely. The best thing about building into a side of a hill like this, way less materials used. I mean, look at that. Perfect. It's gonna fit into this little cubby very nicely. That looks good to me. Let's do another one going the other direction now, right around here somewhere. Now, the most important thing about building next to this chimney is making sure nothing can burn. So I'm gonna very carefully just place another hut. It's gonna be right along here, 2, 3, and then we'll do another pillar right here. This should hopefully look okay-ish. Sometimes a hardcore world consists of defeating a dragon and going on epic quests. Other times it's creating cute little story areas for your village. Both are great. I have no complaints about either. I'm having fun right now. Don't tell the PvPers, but honestly I think this building bit might be my favorite. And now for the walls. I'm just gonna have this wall come across here. Below it we'll do some stone brick. Now, what's gonna make this place, I think, come completely together is having cranes and such all throughout. So I'm gonna extend this pillar up through this way, and I'm gonna turn it in to its own little crane. I don't wanna have it be too tall, and it also can't be the same height as the chimney. I think right about here, and then just poking out this way, and it'll hang down over the mine shaft. Isn't that gonna be so cute? I think it'll be cute. Yep. It'll definitely be cute. Look at that. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, I may have went a little bit overboard for a mining area, but it's so much better, isn't it? Like, it's way better already. Stop that. You're ruining the mood, honestly. It's so much better. I like it a lot already. It needs like a few more finishing touches, I think. Maybe some leaves and bushes around the edges, some like rock piles and pebbles on the outside. We gotta connect up this path. Don't know why I haven't done that yet, but you know, here we go. We have a path now. And I think honestly some coarse dirt around the edges would not hurt, so I'm gonna go try and do that right now. And just like that, this area is looking so much more polished and nice. It looks like a proper mining area. Like, it's got big working cranes. And don't get me wrong, I'm aware that they're not much. They're just very, very, very simple designs. Basically just some logs, but like, they help. They definitely help. I'm happy with this. It's a good little polish to the world. Overall, the area next to this wall is now looking so much better in this general direction. But there's still this. This is my chicken farm. Actually just eggs. It's full because I haven't touched it since like episode 1. But that is there. That's important. We also have really no good way of getting around to this side. There's no good path. There's this random pumpkin patch because this is where I used to farm. There's this tree that I just cut down. There's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know if I'm really correct in doing this, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this entire pumpkin patch because we have our farming area. You know, we don't need this. And we're gonna build something else here because I have an idea. We're also gonna free your friends. I'm sorry. You can leave. You're free to go. Thank you. I have enough eggs to repopulate the entirety of just there's so many eggs. I could repopulate the chicken population. I'm not worried about it. Now, about the fact that there's no path going over here. I think we just do a simple little path right along here. Look at this, right? This could work, and then it bends outwards a little bit away from the wall, and then it bends back in for really no reason. And yeah, it comes over here. But the problem is this area right here is a little bit narrow. And I think a supporting wall right along here would look really, really good and just dress up the area. So I'm gonna do that now. And once we have it in place, all I gotta do is just build out some wooden platforms. Yep, that is so much better. It's such a little tiny, minuscule change, but it just makes sense to have a path along here, I think. Okay, so first things first, I don't love the shape of this land. I know, inconvenient, right? But I'm gonna spend like probably 30 minutes just fixing this a little bit because it's driving me nuts. All right, mission accomplished. The grass is flattened, brought up in some areas, just fixed in general, and we are gonna build in this area. Now, a lot of you have brought up that we don't have job stations for some of our villagers, and this is not really gonna fix this problem because it is side of the wall. But it would make sense for a castle to have sort of a training area. So I want to make this into like a little area that our Fletcher would supposedly work at if I ever allowed them outside of the castle. Unfortunately, my villagers like to die, so my Fletcher will never see the outside of the castle. But if Archie ever did see the outside of the castle, he would do all of the training here. Somehow. We're going to build it. It's going to look great. I'm hoping this build will add to the lore of the area. It obviously doesn't have a lot of function for the world, but you know, we do functional stuff every now and then sometimes we do decorations. And both are cool. Going with a more wooden vibe as opposed to granite out here, I think it's just going to kind of fit with the theme. I don't want this to look too crazy and fancy. Like, it's a training area. It's a pretty cool training area, but in general, it's simple and it's just something they shoot arrows at. Some details are going into place now, and I really am loving how this is coming together. It's so cute. I never originally planned to have an area like this, but all of you down in the comments really inspired me to just, I don't know, keep adding and expanding outside of the castle as well, and I think this looks great. It's super simple, but this is a little archery range. I think it makes sense. I think it works. I think we need some targets though. Let me go get some wheat because in order to build a target block, we do need hay bales. Okay, I've got 6 straw bales. That should be enough for right now. Let's just grab a bunch of wood. I think it requires wood. Maybe it doesn't. I forget. Oh, redstone, of course, obviously. Come on, Gem. There we go. Now we can just go ahead and make 6 targets. I've never actually used these before, and I'm really excited. I'm using these instead of fletching tables so that we don't potentially get any of the villagers trying to wander out and get a new job. For now, these will work because these aren't job benches. They're just redstone components, and that looks so cute, actually. Whoa, it actually works. I think I'd really like to see some extra ones, maybe like off to the side. And also, before we had those target blocks, we used to use these pumpkins as like little test dummies for shooting. So I'm going to use those again and have some of those set up as well. I'm just going to have this sort of pile over here of like, I guess, older maybe test dummies that they had set up at one point that they're not currently using. We can have some of the targets kind of just sitting around over here, and maybe also some hay bales in places. And just like this area is now complete. Obviously, we still need to decorate sort of the in-between. I think I'll do that probably with just some trees and bushes and general, like, I don't know, stuff, crates, things that you would need in a working area. But I think this looks great. It's a good little training area outside of the castle. It makes sense. It's not too large. It kind of connects everything together. I like it. And here's the view from the wall, just in case you were wondering. I think it's still good. It's still pretty open, so in terms of when this castle potentially gets raided in the future, it should be no problem for the mobs to get up to our defenses that are on the walls still. Not too worried about that. So yeah, good to go. Now, I do have a lot of levels on me. I did just use some of them to fix up this shovel here that I was using a bunch, but we have an elytra that desperately needs some attention. I already have a mending book picked out for it somewhere. Where is it? Right here. I have a mending book. We just need an unbreaking book now, so I'm going to enchant a few books and see how it goes. That was really easy. All right, cool. All right. Didn't really require any effort, actually. It was fine. All good. Now we just gotta head over to the blacksmith and get this on. There we go. Put that there. Unbreaking and mending. All right, my wings are all fixed up and ready to go. We can fix them whenever we want, which means we can now fly whenever we want. Heck yeah. Look at this area now. All right, I'm not gonna lie, it's still a little bit empty, but like it's coming along, right? Like we're really moving up in the world, literally. I love it. Well, everyone, I do believe that is going to be all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode. I know that I certainly have enjoyed recording it. It was a lot of fun. I feel like we made a lot of progress, both building-wise and also just game progression-wise. I love this entire thing. I'm definitely gonna die using these elytra at some point. That was scary. It's all good. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, everyone!